gonna teach you guys how to make your own hand grips for workouts. So if you've ever experienced a bad callus rip during a workout, or maybe you had a rip and the next day's pull-ups, or you have a high volume workout that day and you don't want to rip, this is a really nice thing to learn how to do so that you can protect your hands from getting rips, or if you have any current rips. It's really easy, quick. All it requires is some athletic tape and maybe some scissors if you don't want to have to mess with tearing the tape every single time. You ready? Let's do it. All right, guys, so to make these hand grips, you're gonna need 3 pieces of tape. One will be a long piece, and then you'll have 2 shorter pieces. You can measure the shorter pieces from going from right about at the crease of your fingers and your palm all the way down your wrist. Just cut those pieces, have them ready. The first piece that we're going to use is the long piece. What you're going to do with the long piece is just fold it in half, sticky sides together. I like to fold one end, and then I just gently tap the middle together, and then I go ahead and get the other end. It just makes it a little bit easier when I'm trying to get them to go together without folding up or being uneven. So now I have my tape folded in half. What I'm gonna do here is fold that piece in half like so. So I have a little loop at the top, and then I have the 2 seams together. I'm then going to lay that down, and I'll leave about a top inch or inch and a half open. If you have smaller hands, you don't need to leave quite as much open. If you have bigger hands, you can leave a little more open. If you mess this up, don't worry, you can always cut your tape to make it a little bit bigger. Now what I'm gonna do is take the short piece of tape and just put that right at the edge of that little hole that I made. And then I'm just gonna bring that down and cover those 2 pieces. So now they are together. I have my hole at the top. From there, I'll flip it over. Whoops. And then I'm just gonna do the same exact thing to the back side. Place my tape down, and now I have 1 grip. Sometimes I'll do this if don't have much time and I just have 1 rip on my hand that I need to cover. Then all you do is slide it over your finger, and I'll use either my wrist straps or I'll get a piece of tape and secure that around my wrist. When I secure the tape or wrist strap around my wrist, I usually bend my wrist back to allow for the movement there. If I tape it when it's pulled down tight, I'm not gonna have that range of motion with my wrist if I needed to, say, drop down and do burpees or push-ups in the workout. What you guys could do next is make another one and get them taped together so that you have a large grip like this. That is going to cover almost your whole palm when you pull it down. So if maybe you've ripped a few times through there or down low, then you've got a lot of coverage. You can even add in a 3rd piece for your pointer finger or your pinky and really get some great coverage there. What you would do for this is make another strip identical to this, lay them down slightly overlapping, and you'll just tape those 2 together. When I did this one, I visualized that it was for my left hand. So in doing that, you can see I made 1 loop just a little bit higher than the other. So I laid them down a little bit uneven. If I was gonna make one and add my pinky on, I would lay it down like so, and then tape it all together so that it follows the curve of your hand. I'll go ahead and show you guys making another one from start to finish so that you can see really how quick and easy this is. So I've got my long piece of tape ready. I'm gonna get my 2 short pieces. Once you do this enough times, you won't have to measure against your hand. You'll have a good idea of what length of tape that you need. Now I have my 2 short pieces. I'm gonna take my long piece, touch the top half together, touch the middle together, touch the bottom together, and then I've got my piece folded in half, and that one came out a little bit messy, you can see, but it really won't matter once I'm doing this, so you don't have to be a perfectionist with this. Fold it in half, leave your little loop out at the top, get your shorter piece. This is tricky because it's sticky. Lay that right there, leaving about an inch open. Lay it on down, flip over, get your short piece of tape, lay it on the back, and there you go. Quick and easy hand protection. Now I've got my left side made, so if I'm going to make this for my right hand, whoops, you'll put it on this way. So I would need this side to be just a little bit higher. So I'm going to lay that down. They're slightly overlapping. I'll get another piece of tape. I'm going to lay that right over the seam in the middle. Cut that off. And if you want to make these extra strong, throw on one more piece of tape right along the back. Snip it off when you're done. And now I have a hand grip for each hand. So now you can do those workouts with tons of pull-ups, or if you've got busted up hands, you don't have to worry about it anymore. These will last you quite a few workouts. You can even make them single use, or if you really take care of them, these can last quite a long time. I hope that was helpful, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys with some nice, cheap, easy DIY hand protection in the gym.